Hey everybody, so I just have to say I'm not affiliated with any music in the background. I just like to listen to the radio while I work in the soap room. So now I am painting the bottom of my silicone mold that has a rose impression. I've used it one other time. It's not a deep impression, so I wasn't really impressed with just using it plain because it just looks like swirls that I could do with a chopstick basically. So I thought maybe if I tried to put some color down below, and I want this to be an all natural soap, that maybe it'll outline the roses and they'll show up a little bit better. So um, anyway, that's what I'm going to try to do. If it doesn't work and you've done something like this before that does work, please let me know. Actually, I've used this mold twice. Once I did make some pink soap batter from a batch that I was making, and I put that down first, and because it was all pink, I still had the same result, as I would have had if it was just all white. It's just not a very deep impression. So I thought, well, I'll give this a try and see if the soap is white and this is just to highlight or outline the roses, maybe it'll show up a little bit better. So anyway, here's hoping. Almost done with the hibiscus powder. I think it's getting pretty close to being covered. Yeah, that looks good. Bastilles are something that's fairly new for me. You think that looks good? I think okay. Anyway, it's kind of new for me. Not made them often. I am using rose geranium essential oil. It's Egyptian rose geranium. My bottle is a hot mess. I'll also be using organic coconut oil from Costco. Thanks Joanna Couch for the plug on that. They have great prices. So I'm gonna go melt this, and I have that melted. So I'm going to now add my olive oil. My recipe is 85% olive oil and the remainder is coconut and castor oil. I won't give you the rest of the percentages because at this moment I don't remember. Plus it's my recipe that's fairly new. I am liking it. I've made 3 other batches of the Bastille soap over the last 6, maybe 8 weeks. And I used one the other night, and it is amazing. I love it. So, anyway, that's the olive oil. Again, another great product from Costco. I got the 2-pack. That's 3 quarts per bottle for $19.99. Amazing price. The Soap Gal is the bomb for sharing that information. All right, so now the castor oil, and I get my castor oil from the chemistry store. I'm lucky enough that it's about 20 minutes from me, so that morning I get up, I can place my order, tell my husband go pick it up, he goes and grabs it, and by midday I'm using the stuff that I need. And they have a pretty good selection. Their shipping is outrageous, that's why I don't use it, but they have a great selection on bottles and oils and base things, that sort of thing. I do wish they had a larger selection of essential oils and a larger selection of fragrance oils. Okay, so I have all of my oils together. I'm just going to combine them a little bit. Get a cup to put my spoon in. And now I got to get my stick blender ready. I didn't have that ready. Normally I do. Haven't soaped in a while. I've had a house full of people, and so it makes it a little hard to get away. I love my stick blender. It's from Farberware, and it has the stand, and it has 2 other attachments that come with it, and it also has a chopper and another mixing container. So it was, I think, $39 for the set, and I love it. So here I'm going to add my lye solution. I use a 50-50 solution and then add my extra liquid. On this, I didn't add all of the extra liquid that could be added because I wanted to do a steep water discount so that it will cure faster. Plus, I also have a dehumidifier that's in the soap room that also helps it cure faster. This is my favorite part of soap making. I just love to watch the transformation from the liquid oils and butters to soap. It's just amazing to me to watch. get that essential oil in there. I think I showed you the bottle, but just in case I didn't, here it is. This Egyptian rose geranium. It smells really nice. It's rosy without being too rosy. So I'm just going to blend this until it's at a light trace, because I'm going to set it aside for a few minutes and get some things together, and it should thicken up a little more just while it's waiting for me to get my act together. It's good emulsified now, I can tell that, so it should be almost where it needs to be. Almost. Just a little more. Soap batter to me is just so pretty. It's mesmerizing. You just want to jump in there and swim around. Of course, I wouldn't recommend it, because at this point in the game, it's a little harsh until it's cured. But the end product is amazingly gentle on your skin. Okay, so here we are. Let me scrape off the extra batter from my stick blender. Don't want to waste any of it. I'll move it over to the side. Get the mold down. And trying to decide if I want to pour from this bowl or pour it in a cup, because sometimes I spill when I try to pour from this bowl. It just isn't easy. Also, I think I've decided I need to spritz the bottom of the mold with some rubbing alcohol, just so that the powder is damp, so that it won't float up, hopefully through the soap, because I didn't want it mixed through the soap, or I'd have mixed it in with the batter. I just wanted to outline my roses at the bottom. So I'm not sure how it's going to work, but we'll get it filled, give it a couple spritzes, and see what happens. And there we go. And now I'm looking, thinking, I hope I didn't spritz it too much. And I'm just going to spoon in the first layer rather than try to pour it. I think that might work better at keeping everything in place on the bottom. Fingers crossed that it will stay there and work like it's supposed to. I love the color that the hibiscus powder is. Plus, hibiscus powder has some really good benefits in it of its own. Can't make any medical claims, but if you look up hibiscus powder in beauty products and or soaps, you'll see that it has some good benefits. And we all do love stuff that's really nice and luxurious for our skin. I also have customers that want vegan soaps, and I don't typically make a lot of vegan soaps, but of course the Bastille is vegan, so that works out great for people who are looking for vegan. A lot of my soaps, or most of my other soaps, are goat milk soaps or yogurt soaps, or I use whipping cream. And then, of course, you can't say that it's vegan. And I use tallow. I render down my own tallow when I make those type soaps. So, anyway, this is a nice addition for people who are looking for an alternative. So, just pour the rest of the batter in. It looks like I'm going to have batter left over, which is good, because this way I can make myself a personal size bar and won't have to take a slice from the container. I do like the scent of this, and I know that I like the recipe, the Bastille soap, so it's a win-win for me. Okay, I'm going to grab another mold after I've put the air bubbles out and get the rest of the batter out of the bowl. I think I'm going to use this mold. It's a heart But to move it, I'm going to have to put it on something. Let me grab a shipping box. That should make it steady enough to move without messing up the soap or spilling it. Oh yeah, that'll work. That's perfect. There we go. So I'll add my personal bar to this mold. And it actually looks like I'm going to have enough to have a sample size bar as well. So the difference in the size of the mold is pretty substantial. I normally get 11 bars of soap when I cut the silicone molds that fit into this wooden holder. So I'm sure that I will not get 11 bars this time because I have all this extra batter left over. So I should maybe get like 9 or 10. We'll see. So I'm going to pound out the air bubbles and move this over to the side. Then I'm going to come back and I'm going to texture the bottom of the soap that is right now the top of the soap, just in case the bottom doesn't work out like I want it to. If I like both sides, then it's just a pretty soap on both sides. If I don't like the bottom when I unmold it, I can just plane that away. That's the great thing about a planer and a beveler. You can fix your boo-boos. You can make an ugly soap pretty again. Well, some ugly soap's pretty again. If the soap is ugly through and through, then you're just stuck with ugly soap. And believe me, I've had that happen more than one time. Alright, so that is that. I'll bring you down so you can see it closer, even though it's pretty plain. But just so you can get a good close-up. And now we're back a couple days later. We're just going to get it unmolded and see if it worked like I wanted it to. I'm hoping that it does. Cross your fingers. Here we go. Just break the hold on the mold and see if I can get it to slide out. Oh, there we go. There we go. So I'll turn around now and listen for that little magical pop noise on the other end. And there we go. So now I can just slide it out. And, oh man, it's brown. That is not my pretty pink purple. I am not happy. Well, maybe it's just this color because it's damp feeling from being in the mold with the soap batter. So maybe after a day or so it'll dry and it'll be its pinky purple again. And if so, then I might like it. I'm just going to have to wait and see when it comes to that. I'm just not, right now it just looks like a bunch of dead flowers. So, or I don't know, it's just not pretty. I'm going to go ahead and slice it up. I like the bottom better. But like I said, I'll give it a few days whenever I get ready to do my edges. If I don't like that, I'll just plane it away if it hasn't changed color. It smells great, and I know it'll be a great soap, just not happy with that brown right now. It's just driving me bananas. But oh well, it is what it is. It's a no-no. And hopefully it'll look better in the end. So I'm going to add it to the curing rack. I'll let you know later how that turned out. But if you like my video, please subscribe to my channel. Give me a big thumbs up. I am trying to grow my experiences, and bye for now.